First off, yes, dissolve them in the acid, put them in the vats, do not drop them in the goddamn swamp. Put them in the speedboat. Take them out to the middle of the goddamn Atlantic and drop the vats. Oh my god. Is the camera rolling right now?
The camera is rolling right now.
You're you're filming while I'm explaining the actual process to get away with a murder. Are you trying to get me arrested?
Yeah.
Fuck you guys.
Okay. So,
no, just him. I'm not included. I'm just enjoying the ride.
So, Jay and I and Trey kind of caught the tail end of this movie. Watched Pain and Gain, the best Michael Bay movie ever made.
Oh!
Because
Fuck!
If you've never heard the term black comedy before, and I'm not referring to the Wayans brothers.
Spike Lee.
No, a black comedy is a comedy it doesn't actually go out of its way to tell you jokes. It presents you with a ridiculous scenario that is sad and terrible and hilariously outlandish.
Jay, start doing push-ups.
And asks you to laugh at it. Dr. Strangelove is another black comedy. They don't really have a lot of zingers or jokes. They just want you to watch the machine of mutually assured destruction and laugh at it. Pain and Gain is 3 muscle-bound gym rats who decide their shot at life. Jay, will you settle?
No.
Do push-ups. Jumping jacks.
They decide their shot at life.
Yeah, I'll do them with you. Come on.
Come on, man. Come on. We're into fitness.
We're into fitness. Come on. Okay, that's a really weird spot.
We believe in fitness. I'm dying here, man.
This movie is supposedly, I refuse to believe it, based off the true story.
You can look it up, man.
Through and through. He claims 100% of this shit was based on a true story. Will you stop that? You are not Mark Wahlberg.
Or The Rock. And this movie is just ridiculously well cast. Like, there's not a single role that isn't important role that isn't filled with someone you know from somewhere, including Rosamund Pike from those awful Pitch Perfect movies. But
they're just so awful at doing this.
They're so stupid, and you
I've never been that entertained, but at the same time felt my brain cells killing themselves.
I do that when I watch the political debates.
Yeah. It's kind of like that. It is kind of like that.
You expect that. You know that's going to happen because there's only one of them that's worth anything.
But so anyway, their plan is to kidnap this guy who works out at their gym. They're going to kidnap him and force him to sign away his life savings to them. First of all, when you're trying
to... They dress as ninjas, tie him up in a abandoned storage warehouse filled with sex toys, beat him with dildos, burn him, taser him, hang him upside down from clothing racks they use in laundromats to carry the fucking...
I've always wanted to ride one of those.
It breaks.
No, it doesn't.
I guess you're right. It's got a hold.
They move over a ton worth of clothing.
Yeah,
they'll hold.
They have to be strong.
Yeah. But I always thought it was just over more area.
But okay, it is over more area, but individually it has to be, the hooks have to be pretty fucking strong.
The plan started off solid.
The plan of forcing a man by beating him to sign away his life savings is hilariously inefficient. Okay? What you do is you kidnap his child and hold them for ransom.
I love that we're just advocating and trying to explain the proper way of doing all
Kidnapping
this.
And beating people is bad, everybody.
Torture is for thugs and lunatics.
Murder is bad.
People will say anything to make the pain stop.
Failing 3 times at murder is really bad. Their attempts to kill Tony Shalhoub's character were just hilariously inept. It's they put him in a car and it drives for 50 feet and goes into a thing, but his seatbelt was on.
While they were trying to make him appear drunk as fuck.
And then they blew up his car with a propane tank.
And he just stumbles out of it.
Yeah, because a propane tank is not a deadly explosion, it's a fireball.
No, unless it's actually near an explosive... a flame, all that's gonna happen is a bunch of cold air is gonna hiss out.
Yeah, no, like
How do I know this? I've shot a
the
propane tank
reason
before.
grenades have BBs in them is because explosions are mostly just a pressure wave. They don't really do that much damage unless you're right on fucking top of them.
In
You
which
need-
case, aside from the shockwave, the shrapnel's gonna shred you to hell.
But that's the point. You need shrapnel. They didn't have fucking shrapnel, so he just stumbles out of the car. Then they try and run him over. They miss. So they try and back over his head. His head is like in a crevasse, and they don't succeed in crushing his head. This is
Jay's pacing again.
it's a comedy of errors. That's what it is.
It's funny, but at the same time, I can't take the stupidity.
And
They cut off the fingers to erase the fingerprints.
oh, they kill a
They
second
try
time.
to use Windex to get rid of the fingerprints. They use Windex to try and clean the blood out of the carpet.
Oh, and then he's just like, I'll just cut up the carpet where the blood is. My wife
And
won't
then,
notice.
while they're still trying to get rid of the fingerprints, The Rock, who's playing the Jesus-loving cokehead,
A man
has
who-
them in his front lawn on a grill, just like,
Like he's making steaks.
Yeah.
Finger steaks.
Oh, Jay, this is so much fun. I love this movie.
I hate you.
This movie is so much fun.
You I still love.
For my asshole.
Well, I never said actual emotional love. It's purely physical, but yes.
And it's not love. What's love got to do with it? Got to do with it?
I will slap you. With my dick, not a dildo. I will put it out my dick and slap you with it.
Oh my god. And so they've got Tony Shalhoub, they've got Mark Wahlberg, they've got Dwayne The Rock Johnson, they've got the guy who plays Falcon in the
Why
Avengers.
can't I remember?
They've
his
got
name?
that crazy Russian from Armageddon. They've got the guy who plays the general in The Rock and is like opposite Nicolas Cage in National Treasure 2. They've got Rosamund Pike, who's, got like a lot of comedy chops right now. Although they didn't invite her to the Ghostbusters movie. I thought that was a
The
little odd.
only.
That would have been a big dick. I wouldn't
Yeah.
Actually, I've been meaning to ask you something about Ghostbusters.
Okay.
Sigourney Weaver, she was Bill Murray's lover in the Ghostbusters movie. Was that her that played April O'Neil in the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie?
No, it was not. That was no one particularly important. Similar
I
hair.
saw that recently and the hairstyle confused me.
Similar hair, I will grant you.
I
But
just watched that movie like 2 days ago.
In the Ghostbusters movie, her hair was very similar to April O'Neil's hair in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
Very
but
different
no,
hair color though.
It was not her. It was not her.
Anyway, back to whatever the
Pain
fuck this
and
movie was
Gain.
called.
Pain and Gain. Based on a true story. These
Bullshit!
dickheads.
No one is that stupid!
Apparently they
Donald
were.
Trump, if you actually bash his skull in, is not that stupid!
Apparently these guys were that stupid.
God!
They were just so in over
I
their
can
head.
get that the dude who played Falcon was seriously freaking the fuck out, and The Rock was on cocaine.
Yeah.
So obviously they're out when it comes to getting
Well,
shit done.
Lugo was practically a psychopathic narcissist.
He was a psychopath.
But he was the only one that actually thought, and he still couldn't do it right.
I
They
know.
got
He
one
was
thing
the
right.
brains.
They
He
got
was the
one
brains.
thing right, that was put the shit in a vat of acid and lime and dissolve it. And they still fucked that up.
Yeah, because apparently her
Why do I know these
her
things?
boob implants.
Get bored.
Her boob implants. They use those to identify the corpse because I didn't even know this. Boob implants have serial.
You know the
killers on
fact that I know this and I'm talking about it, you putting this on YouTube is going to put me on some kind of watch list.
them. No one
You
watches
do know that
this.
no, you're just saying.
No one
Bro, your
watches this.
confidence is staggering, and you're not saying what's working. You're saying what's not working, and obviously it didn't work
I'm
because they're
saying
in
the
jail.
fact that I know these things.
Sentenced to
So
life.
what? I do too.
Sentenced
Doesn't
to
mean-
death plus 30 days for being an asshole to a guard.
I know how to make gunpowder off the top of my
That
head.
that will get you an extra sentence. Try being an asshole to the warden. That's going to get you an extra year.
But he's sentenced to death, although he's apparently not dead yet.
No, sentence to death, that wasn't like execution. No, you're there until you're dead.
That's sentenced to life in prison. then.
Yeah,
Not
they make a distinction there.
bad. Yeah.
But they didn't actually kill them unless they just didn't want to show that.
You know what?
part.
He has got a point. Normally, when they say sentenced to death, the judge will specify by what method.
Yeah.
Sentenced to death by lethal injection.
Electrocution,
So
injection.
maybe that was.
Firing Squad is a personal favorite.
Or the double shot of horse tranquilizer into the stripper.
Oh god, no, she was his wife. She was his fucking wife, man.
Whatever. There are so many
Oh
damn
yeah, and the
strippers in this
stripper
movie.
and the stripper character who is just like,
The dumbest out of all of them.
oh my god, she is a moron. She has no idea. They convince her that they're secret agents, and
They're
she
CIA.
buys it. And she buys it, and she's like, she sees him like taking all the cocaine and buying all the Victoria's Secret bags, and she's like, "Ah, you're still secret agent." I was like, secret agents do not have cover that much fun. Like, their cover is something lame that no one will pay attention to, because that's how cover works. It's supposed to be something no one fucking notices, not the Playboy pimp master.
And speaking of cover, when they're at the detective's house, trying to hide behind his little plants when he's right in the front yard, this is what they're doing. Not actually hiding. No, they're doing this.
And The Rock goes on his own personal little, like, I'm gonna beat this security guard with a golf club in the back and just grab the bags of money.
He's so coked up that he runs out of money. Once more for more coke, takes a golf club, literally waits at the corner of a bank for the guard to come out with the bags of money,
And just wails
beats
on
him in public, takes the bags, run off, one of them gets a bullet through him, drops it,
Oh, and
dumps
then
it into a hair salon filled with old ladies,
opens the bag,
and then the paint.
paint capsule right in the face, and he's just like, oh! And I was like, did you not know about those? Did you
Then he-
not know about
Then he
those?
runs off, gets his toe shot off in the middle of some kind of lake.
They would not have drawn as much attention to that in the movie if that hadn't actually fucking happened.
Gets his toe later on, he's so coked out of his mind, gives it to the dog, the people they just murdered as a
Like,
treat.
they make a point, every time they make a point of drawing attention to how stupid these guys are, you have to remember it's absolutely real. The chainsaw, they get a fucking electric chainsaw to saw up the bodies, and it gets like caught in her hair, so they take it back to Home Depot. They return it and get another chainsaw.
With blood on it.
It's just, you morons! You're doing the somewhat intelligent thing of disposing of the bodies in a drum full of acid, and you take the stupid bloody chainsaw back? What the fuck? Oh my god, this movie is so amazing! Oh, god, it is so much fun to watch these people be so fucking stupid! Oh my god.
Jay's broken.
Jay can't even handle it, man.
I can't handle stupid people. I can't.
Do you
I love The Rock, I love Mark Wahlberg. I can't handle that.
Oh my god.
Jay, do you want to watch some porn or something?
Take your mind off the thing. No!
No!
No, not make porn, watch porn.
No.
Come on, man.
Trey, come here.
No.
I said watch, not make. Come on here. You come on.
Kill, son.
Okay, Pain and Gain. It's not on Netflix. It's hard to find on DVD because it actually didn't make a lot of money. Weird thing about, I am already forgetting his name.
Use your words, dude.
The director.
Michael Bay.
Michael Bay. I don't know.
Michael Bay.
Michael Bay. I don't know what it is with me and names. Michael Bay, weird thing. Ever since he did the Transformers movies, the Transformers movies make a shit ton of money. But anything else he's done, Pain and Gain, 13 Hours in Benghazi or whatever the hell that movie was that just came out,
Ugh.
people don't go see them. For some reason, his name does not draw people unless it's the Transformers movies.
Which are shit.
I don't know what to tell you, man. So, like, no one saw this. So, like, try and find it, because it is worth it just to see
1, 2,
3. That's actually pretty good.
Okay.
And he flicked us off while doing it. That is impressive. You are actually quite good at that. But it is so much fun to see
Yeah,
The
he used to do it
Rock.
quite a lot before this.
It's so much fun to see The Rock and Mark Wahlberg just be so awful. And Tony Shalhoub as, like, the dickish Cuban Jew guy. He is like...
How does that even work? A Cuban Jew.
He was, his family were Jewish refugees from the Germans, and they settled in Cuba, so his father married a Cuban woman.
You got a lot of fucking money if you can do that. Just saying. You go from Germany to Cuba.
Well, they were running away from the Nazis. That inspires people.
To be fair, everyone was running away from the Nazis.
Now, some people didn't run fast.
You know what? I regret telling you before you came here to not bring beer.
We've got vodka.
You have vodka?
We have vodka.
What
and
the-
we're trying to.
You know what? Fuck
We
it.
are trying to empty that bottle. So.
We are or not?
We are.
I don't
Oh,
care
fuck this.
how long
Okay,
I've been
okay.
sober.
Okay, go find Pain and Gain. You will not regret it.
What the-
Unless you're Jay.